On Animal Farm by George Orwell. George Orwell, whose real name was Eric Arthur Blair, was an English writer and journalist. He was born on June 25, 1903, in Motihari, Bihar, British India, now part of India, and died on January 21, 1950, in London, England. Orwell is best known for his dystopian novels 1984 and Animal Farm, which have had a profound impact on literature and popular culture. Beyond his novels, Orwell was a prolific essayist and journalist. He wrote on various topics, including politics, literature, and social issues, often expressing his strong opinions and advocating for democratic socialism and individual freedom. His writings continue to be widely studied and admired for their insightful critique of political systems and their prescient warnings about the erosion of personal freedoms. In this article, we shall discuss his famous political satire novella, Animal Farm, with the help of a few questions. Question 1. What is Animal Farm? Animal Farm is a novella written by George Orwell and published in 1945. It is an allegorical tale that uses a group of farm animals to represent events and figures from the Russian Revolution and the subsequent development of the Soviet Union. The story begins on Manor Farm, where the animals are subjected to the oppressive rule of the human farmer, Mr. Jones. Inspired by the revolutionary spirit of a boar named Old Major, the animals revolt against their human masters and take control of the farm. They establish a system called animalism, which promotes equality and freedom for all animals. Initially, the farm is governed by a set of principles known as the Seven Commandments, which emphasize the animals' rights and the elimination of human vices. The pigs, notably two leaders named Snowball and Napoleon, emerge as the most intelligent animals and take charge of the farm's administration. However, over time, the pigs gradually seize more power and privileges for themselves, distorting the original ideals of animalism. They rewrite the Seven Commandments and manipulate the other animals through propaganda, coercion, and manipulation. The working-class animals, represented by characters like Boxer the horse and Benjamin the donkey, are exploited and increasingly oppressed by the ruling elite. As the story progresses, Napoleon consolidates his power and becomes a totalitarian leader, resembling a dictator. The farm's name is changed to Animal Farm, and the original principles of equality and freedom are completely abandoned. The pigs, who represent the Soviet leadership under Joseph Stalin, become indistinguishable from the humans they once opposed, symbolizing the betrayal of the revolution's ideals. Animal Farm serves as a critique of the corruption and abuse of power that can arise in political movements. It explores themes of totalitarianism, propaganda, manipulation, and the dangers of absolute power. Orwell's work reflects his disillusionment with the Soviet Union and his concerns about the potential for authoritarianism and the perversion of revolutionary ideals. Question 2. What inspired Orwell to write the book? George Orwell drew inspiration from several sources, primarily the events of the Russian Revolution of 1917 and the subsequent rise of the Soviet Union under the leadership of Joseph Stalin. Orwell was deeply critical of Stalinism and its betrayal of the original ideals of the revolution, and he used Animal Farm as a vehicle to express his concerns. Orwell witnessed the rise of totalitarian regimes firsthand, including the Spanish Civil War and the Stalinist purges. He was a democratic socialist and believed in the principles of equality and social justice, but he became disillusioned with the perversion of these ideals in practice. The book serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of totalitarianism, the abuse of power, and the erosion of individual freedoms. It reflects his belief in the potential for revolution to be co-opted by self-serving leaders and highlights the importance of vigilance in defending democratic principles. Question 3. Who are the primary characters of the book? The primary characters of the book include Old Major, a wise and respected boar who inspires the animals with his vision of a society free from human exploitation. He represents Karl Marx or Vladimir Lenin, providing the ideological basis for the revolution. Napoleon, a Berkshire boar who seizes power after the rebellion and becomes the dictatorial leader of Animal Farm. He symbolizes Joseph Stalin and embodies the corruption and abuse of power. Napoleon manipulates and exploits the other animals to maintain his control. Snowball, a pig who initially shares power with Napoleon. Snowball is portrayed as an intelligent and eloquent leader who proposes plans for the farm's improvement. He represents Leon Trotsky, a rival of Stalin. Snowball is ultimately ousted and becomes a scapegoat for the farm's problems. Boxer, a loyal and hard-working horse known for his strength and dedication. Boxer represents the working class and embodies the proletariat's commitment to the revolution. He is exploited by the pigs and ultimately betrayed by them. Squealer, a persuasive and manipulative pig who serves as Napoleon's chief propagandist. Squealer spreads propaganda, twists the truth, and justifies the pig's actions to the other animals. Benjamin, a cynical and skeptical donkey who is skeptical of the revolution's promises. Benjamin symbolizes the intellectuals and those who are aware of the corruption but do little to resist it. He is known for his catchphrase, "Donkeys live a long time." Molly, a white mare who is initially supportive of the revolution but eventually deserts Animal Farm to live a comfortable life with humans. Molly represents those who are seduced by material comforts and have little commitment to the ideals of the revolution. These characters, along with other animals on the farm, play significant roles in depicting the dynamics of power, manipulation, and betrayal in Animal Farm. Each character represents a specific aspect of the Russian Revolution and its aftermath, highlighting Orwell's critique of totalitarianism and the perversion of socialist ideals. Question 4. What is the style in which Animal Farm is written? Animal Farm is written in a straightforward and accessible style, characteristic of George Orwell's works. Orwell's writing style is often described as concise, clear, and unadorned, prioritizing clarity and effective communication of ideas. The language in Animal Farm is simple yet powerful, enabling readers to engage with the story and understand the underlying themes and messages. Orwell's intention was to convey his ideas in a direct manner, making the novel accessible to a wide range of readers. The narrative employs a third-person omniscient perspective, allowing the reader to observe the events from an objective standpoint. This perspective enables Orwell to provide insights into the thoughts, motivations, and actions of the characters, offering a comprehensive view of the story. The book incorporates elements of satire, using humor and irony to critique political systems, power dynamics, and the manipulation of language. Orwell's satirical approach serves to expose the flaws and hypocrisies of the characters and institutions portrayed in the story. Question 5. What is the significance of the book? The significance of Animal Farm lies in its profound critique of totalitarianism, the abuse of power, and the betrayal of revolutionary ideals. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of political corruption and the erosion of individual freedoms. The book's enduring relevance can be attributed to several key aspects. The book allegorically represents the events and figures of the Russian Revolution and the subsequent rise of the Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin. It provides a powerful critique of Stalinism and the betrayal of the revolution's original principles, highlighting the dangers of authoritarian rule. Orwell explores the characteristics and mechanisms of totalitarian regimes, depicting how leaders manipulate and control the masses through propaganda, surveillance, and the suppression of dissent. The book warns against the concentration of power in the hands of a few, as it often leads to oppression and the loss of individual liberties. Orwell employs satire and irony to expose the hypocrisy and absurdity of political systems. The pigs, who initially champion equality and freedom, progressively become indistinguishable from the humans they once opposed, highlighting the hypocrisy and corruption of those in power. The book underscores the power of propaganda and manipulation in shaping public opinion and maintaining control. Squealer's persuasive tactics and the rewriting of the Seven Commandments illustrate how language can be used to distort the truth and justify oppressive actions. The book emphasizes the danger of revolutions being co-opted by self-serving leaders who abandon the original principles of equality, justice, and freedom. Orwell highlights the importance of vigilance and active participation in protecting and preserving the ideals of a just society. The book continues to resonate with readers because its themes and warnings are applicable to various contexts. It serves as a reminder of the potential for power to corrupt and the need for constant scrutiny of political systems, even in contemporary times. Animal Farm serves as a powerful and cautionary reminder of the dangers that can arise when power goes unchecked. Question 6. What is the legacy of Animal Farm today? Animal Farm is regarded as a classic work of literature and has had a lasting impact on the literary world. Its vivid characters, powerful allegory, and thought-provoking themes have made it a staple in educational curricula worldwide. The book's influence can be seen in various works of fiction, films, and popular culture, with phrases such as "all animals are equal," but some animals are more equal than others, and the concept of an Orwellian society becoming part of the global lexicon. Orwell's critique of totalitarianism, the abuse of power, and the manipulation of language continue to resonate in contemporary political and social discussions. Animal Farm provides readers with a lens through which to analyze and understand the dynamics of political systems, propaganda, and the erosion of individual liberties. Its relevance extends beyond the specific context of the Russian Revolution, making it applicable to different periods and regions. The book's depiction of how revolutions can devolve into oppressive regimes under the guise of equality serves as a warning against the dangers of authoritarianism. Orwell's portrayal of the pig's gradual usurpation of power and betrayal of the other animals highlights the need for vigilance and active participation in protecting democratic values. Animal Farm exemplifies the power of satire to expose and criticize political systems and social issues. Orwell's use of irony, humor, and allegory makes the book both engaging and impactful, allowing readers to reflect on the flaws and dangers inherent in power structures. The book remains a classic piece of literature, studied in schools around the world. It continues to be studied in history and political science courses to shed light on the dynamics of revolution, leadership, and the consequences of ideological shifts. The book's enduring popularity and continued relevance are a testament to its lasting legacy in the realms of literature, politics, and social criticism.